Happy Monday and welcome to Casting the Net, Reeling in Holistic Health, where we care about your health and well-being. This is Coach Rice, your mental health life coach. And I just want to let you know to tune in every Monday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. I will be showing up on YouTube, my personal Facebook page, my business Facebook page, the Be Awesome Network. Super excited about posting my podcast on there every Monday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. After the interview is completed, you would be featured on Apple, Spotify, LinkedIn. Those are the platforms that you will be seen on. So stay tuned and don't forget, please share and subscribe and listen and comment and tune in to my next guest. Check it out. It's about to happen. Stay tuned and I'll be with you in a moment.
Welcome to Mondays with Coach Rice. It's a brand new week. The sun's shining bright. A chance to cast your net. Step into the light. Life's full of challenges. It's a winding stream. But with Coach Rice, you'll find your dream.
Good morning and happy Monday to you. Welcome to Casting the Net, Mondays with Coach Rice, where we care about your mental health and well-being. And so today I have a special guest I am so excited about, who is also one of my mentees. I'm so proud of her. She is an awesome life coach. LeDale Hayes is a life coach that's located in Michigan. And so, LeDale, tell us, how did you embark upon this journey?
It was something I had been thinking about for a while. I have a history or a background rather, in child welfare and social work. And I enjoy helping people and working with families. And I wanted to do more. And at first I wasn't sure what to do. And then I started thinking about life coaching and I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. I looked into it a little bit, kind of put it off because with life and kids and work. And then I talked with one of my good friends who is in the field, and he has suggested getting back into life coaching because his practice was expanding and they were going to take on life coaches. So I did, I thought about it some more, looked into it some more. And again, life is life. And so I had to put it off some more, but an opportunity came up. I looked into it and was able to start the process. And yeah, I just started the process and I was like, I think this is really what I want to do because I like the idea of helping people, but not necessarily as a therapist. I'm not a therapist. I've always been a social worker, and life coaching it will allow me to continue to help people get to where they want to be. Um, Kind of meeting them where they are and helping them get
Yes.
to where they want to be. Yeah.
And we both are on the same team, which is the
Yeah.
Impact Team,
The
which is
impact
with
team.
Joseph Lee. He has his own practice and he's expanding, and he wanted
Yeah.
us to join him in his mission. I love it. And just I'm so excited that you started this journey. You so have it in your heart to
Yeah.
actually, coach people. Plus, you resourceful. You're a social worker. Tell us
Yes.
what does tell the audience, explain to the audience what is the difference between life coaching and social work.
So in my opinion, social work is really just that social aspect of it where you're working with people in different fields. I have my background in child welfare. I've been working in child welfare off and on since I graduated from college in 97. And I've worked in foster care, I've done adoption and previously, I was also a relative engagement specialist. So I worked on the social level of that with the people, helping them find resources and doing things like that. When I think of life coaching, I think of it more as, again, meeting people where they're at that moment and helping them move forward and get out of, like, they might be in a rut or something and just need that extra support and encouragement and that one-on-one help. And that's what I feel that life coaching allows me to do. Um, and again, I get to be my own boss, so I can do it at my rate, at my level with people. Um, and I can just take the time to help them one-on-one get to where they want to be.
That's awesome. And it's going to really, truly help the mental health field because you can take the clients that you want to move forward and they can take the more difficult clients that
Yes.
needs that where they need to go back into their past
Yeah.
and work with them in that way. So what are you having like what goals do you have for yourself in the world of life coaching? Now that you're a certified life coach, you have taken on clients and
Yes.
you have been successful in doing it. What are your what are your goals for the future?
I really want to just reach as many people as I can. Um, since I'm just getting started and I've have a few people under my belt that I'm working with and everything. My goal is to continue to grow in this field because no matter what field you're in, you can never learn enough. Growth is always important. Learning is always important so that you can be the best that you can be in your field and help as many people as you can. So my goals right now are to really get established as a new life coach. Eventually, I would like to get certified in more specific areas so that I can reach more people. But yeah, right now I'm excited to really get started. It was a long time coming. And things continue to fall into place. Like everything I know happens for a reason. And it took me longer than I expected to get to this point, but I'm here and I'm excited about what the future holds. I just want to continue to grow in this field. I really do.
That's awesome. And so being a new life coach, how it was do you think it's necessary for a new life coach to have a mentee?
It is.
I mean a
This,
mentor.
yes,
That's what
I
it is.
do.
Mentor.
I guess I had never thought about it at first because my coach who was coaching me and certifying me, she was a good mentor. She really was, and she was very helpful and supportive. But once that was done, it was like, okay, now what do I do? You know? And when Joseph had mentioned that all of the people that are under him with impact, he was like, I want everybody to work with Martha and go through this mentorship program. At first, I was like, well, okay, what is this going to be about? And I'm not going to lie, it has been wonderful. It really has. It has helped me continue to grow, helped me continue to build my confidence in working with the clients that I have. And just knowing that I have the support when and if I need it, that makes a world of difference. So having a mentor who has already become established in the field and being able to go to them and ask questions. And if I'm working with a client and something comes up and I might be stuck on it because just because I'm a life coach doesn't mean I have all the answers. So just having somebody to kind of bounce ideas off of and get suggestions so that I can best help my clients, that that's just an amazing thing to have. So yeah, having a mentor is very important and I would recommend it for any and everybody, no matter what field they're going in, but especially life coaching.
I totally agree. I definitely it helped me to get one as well, but I set it up like a model the similar model that I had when I was going through my master's program in marriage and family therapy, where the internship part of it, I set it up like that because that's why it's like you can get the coaching that you need if you need it, supervision, sort of like life coach supervision.
Yeah,
And
and
so,
it's been helpful. It
because
has.
you're gonna learn so much, and not you, it's always something to learn, like you said. And so, so far you have had clients. What would you say makes your life coaching separates your life coaching business from others?
I try to, again, it's on my website. I think my motto now is I meet you where you are to help you get to where you want to be. Um, I'm sure other people do that or feel that they do that. When I'm working with my clients, I, I'm pretty straightforward. I really am. And I think people appreciate that. I don't try to put on any airs that I know more than anybody else. I'm human just like anyone else. And I try to just be myself when I'm working with my clients. I don't try to force them to do anything. I try to help them figure out what they want to work on and then help them take those steps to work on that so that they can be the best version of themselves. Um, I support them, I encourage them. Throughout the week, if we're not meeting, I try to send them little messages of encouragement to show that I'm still connected and available to them.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
I just, I never want my clients to feel that I'm not available to them. I know we have set sessions and times like that, but I also want them to know that they are on my mind. Um, and that I'm thinking about them. And if there's something that I see or I read that I think is going to be encouraging and helpful to them, I make sure to pass that on to them at that moment so that they aren't feeling that they're left alone or anything like that. And I never want my clients to feel like I'm not there for them and supporting them and encouraging them. So, yeah, I
And
think
that's where
that's
your
what
heart
people get.
is. Yeah,
It
that's where
is.
your heart is. You do have the heart for it, though. I kid you not. Yeah, you just you light up the room. You light up when you get when you excited about talking about clients.
Thank you. I think I've always just wanted to help people, and I know that's kind of cliche when you're in a field like this, but that has always been my goal to just help people. No matter who they are, what they're going through or dealing with, if I'm able to be there for somebody, I want to try to be there for them. And I mean, if I can make if I can have that as my profession, come on, I feel like I'm winning in all ways because it brings joy to me to see
Yes.
somebody else win. I'm not the type of person that gets upset if somebody else is winning or doing. I want to encourage that. I want to support that. So yeah, I just want my clients to win and be the best that they can be. So that's what you get when you're working with me.
Yes. So who is your ideal client? Like what are some of the things
I
that,
I don't
like high level, like some of the things that you may have like seen so far that people come to you for?
I like working with people who I like people having an idea of what they want to work on. I do. However, I'm not opposed to working with anybody who knows that they need help and are willing to get the help and take the steps to do it. Um, Again, I'm here to support and encourage, hold you accountable, because that part right there, accountability is hard sometimes. You don't always want to hear that, but I try to approach people with grace and encourage, hold them accountable. I'm open. I think with me, I'm open to working with anyone. Um, I know that sounds vague, but I don't think there is a person that I'm not willing to try to work it. I, with my background, I have worked with so many different people. Diversity is like, that has been with, that's like with me all the time, just diversity, diversity, diversity. So whatever comes with that, I'm willing to try to work with people. I want to work with people. I want to help people. So no matter what the situation is, I'm willing to try to work with them as long as they're willing to put in the work. Because I can't do the work for you. You have to be willing to put in the work if you want to make those changes in your life. So
Yeah, I
I'm
always
willing
say I
to
can't
do
want it
that.
more than you.
That right there. That right
Yeah,
there.
because it's not gonna work. But if we working together, it works. So it's an amazing relationship because we're on a journey with them, right?
Exactly.
And so, like, what are some of the typical things you see with your clients? Some of the typical things like issues that they may come to you for.
A lot of people, a few people that I've worked with, it's mainly about setting boundaries. I see that that's a big issue for people. Just being able to set those boundaries for themselves so that they aren't taking on everybody else's issues or allowing people to take advantage of them. Um, I see a lot of people who want to be people pleasers, and it's okay to it is. It's okay to want to make people happy, but if it's at the expense of you not being happy and you not taking care of yourself, you need to rethink some things. You can't help anybody else if you're not okay yourself and you're not taking care
Hmm.
of yourself. So, yeah, just kind of helping people set boundaries, build confidence so that they can set those boundaries. Because I've noticed that there's a lot of insecurities um, with people when they're afraid to set those boundaries. So yeah, just trying to help people build some confidence in themselves, know that it's okay to put themselves first and take care of themselves. You know, you hear a lot about self-care now, and that is one of the things that I highly recommend to my clients. You know, find something that is going to make you happy. Find something that you can genuinely smile about every day. And that helps them think about what they really like and what they care about. And then they are able to then take that and be like, okay, I'm finding something that makes me happy. But wait a minute, that's not making me happy. So I'm gonna have to set a boundary right there. So just helping them realize it's okay to do that, put themselves first, set those boundaries with other people, and then, keep going from there.
That's great because a lot of people do misinterpret, you know, kindness and
Yes.
being nice and think that they're supposed to always operate like that. And it makes me a quote good Christian, but
Right, that
they
right
don't
there.
know the balance between that and setting boundaries. Like you have to take care of yourself. There's nothing wrong with being kind. But it's interesting because a lot of times when people step in that realm of being overly would use, being kind, but also frustrated and resentful because they're doing things they don't want to do. It's
Yes.
best it's best to not do it because it's not coming from a genuine heart.
Yeah. And
Mm. So it's
I
boundaries
try to
is
get
good.
them, yeah, and I try to get them to understand it's okay to say no. And you don't
Yeah.
always have to say yes. Um, and I had to learn that myself. I really did. It's very hard to say no sometimes, especially to those that you love and care about. But you get to that point sometimes where you're like, you know what? I can't be everything for everybody and do everything for everyone. So there are times when I'm gonna have to say no, and I try to just help my clients understand that it's okay to say no. You don't always have to say yes, and those people are still gonna love you. They might not
Yes.
like it,
They may
they
not
might
like
not
it,
like it, but
but they'll be all
they'll
right.
be okay. Exactly. They're gonna be all right. They're gonna be okay. So yeah, just that right there. Just
Yeah.
setting those boundaries, learning to say no, and just kind of taking care of yourself.
So what is your typical uh I would say what is your onboarding process?
So, again, with my business being new, I'm still learning all that. But like with my clients, what they have done, they go to my website, look around, see what, they want, what they want to do, get a little bit of an idea about me. Then they can book what's a 30-minute consultation. So there's a free 30-minute consultation. They can book that. I meet with them virtually, and we kind of go over like what they are looking for so that I can have a clear idea of what it is that they're really looking for, if it's really something that can be coached, or if it's something that like might need more of a mental health specialist, and then I can refer them to that. The good part of being under Impact, I can refer them through Impact
Yes, you got
for
a whole
mental health
team.
services. Right, we got a whole team. But yeah, just kind of go through that initial onboarding. And then after we do that, I let them know that if they decide that they want to work with me, then we go on and they schedule their first appointment with me. Um, yeah, so that's kind of it right there. We just
Okay.
started by the free consultation. If they want to move forward, we come up with a plan and they schedule with me. And at the first session, I will go over a treatment plan with them because I know what they want to
Awesome.
work on, then I can develop a treatment plan with them or for them. And then we can start going over the treatment plan for each session that we meet. And each
Awesome.
session,
How long is your how long is your typical treatment plans?
anywhere, my first client, she wanted a shorter treatment plan. So we did 5 weeks or we did five
Okay.
sessions. Depending on what they want to work on, we can go anywhere from, I would say, 5 weeks to 12 sessions. So I think the most is about 12 sessions.
That's
And then
awesome.
we can hit on everything that's on the treatment plan. Again, I developed the treatment plan specifically for that client so that we can go over things at each session. Sometimes we might have a homework assignment. Um, if something comes up in life, because we know life be lifing,
Yes.
if something comes up, we may have to take a little step off of the actual plan that's developed to address something else. But again, I'm here to support and encourage and be there for my clients to give them whatever the support and encouragement they need at that time.
That's amazing. So if you have one thing you could say to the audience, a piece of advice or anything encouragement that you could say to the audience, what would it be?
It's okay to get help. Um,
Yes.
there, there's nothing wrong with that. I personally, it took me time to figure that out, that it was okay to get help. I think if I had known about life coaching years and years ago, I would have found a life coach to help me through some situations. And now that I'm here and in this position, I just want people to know it's okay to need help. It doesn't have to be a therapist or somebody like that, but sometimes you might just, again, be stuck in a situation and need that extra push and that extra support. And it's okay to have somebody or ask somebody to help. And that's what we're here for as life coaches, just to help you do that. We don't have to go and focus on everything in the past. we're working in the present and moving into the future. And it's okay to get that help.
Well, you are absolutely correct. And I always tell even successful people, I always say every successful person as well need a life coach.
Yes. I think we all I
I
think we
think we
all could
all
benefit.
need it. I'm telling you, it's like why dump that on your family when you can go get the resources that you need from someone
Yes.
who's trained? It's so much better, right?
Yes. And I learned that as I was going through this certification process. It was so helpful just having somebody there that you could talk to and that could be there for you in those specific moments. And yeah, it has been very helpful, very, very helpful. And, I just kind of want to pay that forward because somebody was there for me. I want to be able to be there for others as well.
I feel the same ways. I feel totally, I'm right with you. And it's nothing more powerful than going through a journey with someone instead of alone. And
Yeah.
so that's the most powerful thing you can do. So tell the audience, even though I'm gonna put your links in the in the video, but tell them how can they reach you?
I am so easy to reach. I can be found on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, LH Coaching on Facebook, LH Coaching on Instagram, and my website is lhcoachingllc.com.
And
So
I will
yes,
have those links in the comments as well. But I just want to thank you so much for coming on. And I am so happy that we have another life coach, but not just another life coach, a life coach who cares about your mental health and well-being, and who cares about helping the mental health field. That is truly what separates you from a lot of life coaches that are not
yes,
doing it that way. But I promise you, you're gonna do some amazing things because of your heart is in it. You have a heart to serve. Keep doing what you're doing, and we are
thank you.
excited to have. I'm so excited to have you on the podcast, and so excited to see what the future holds for you. And it was just my absolute honor to have mentored such an amazing person like yourself. So thank you so much for coming on in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This is all new for me. And I am.
Yes.
I'm enjoying the experience. And again, I just want to get out there and be able to help people get to where they want to go. I
And
really
we're
do.
gonna make sure you do that.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. So thank you so much for coming on. And just to the audience, if you are looking for an amazing life coach, please reach out to LH Coaching, LeDale Hayes. She is amazing. I promise you, she have treatment plans. She's not just rolling off the sidelines and figuring it out. She is well equipped with
I
treatment plans, worksheets. She is ready for anything you have, tailor-made treatment plans. That's amazing. And so I just
thank
want to definitely say, reach out to her and see if she would be a great resource for you, I promise. And also, if you have enjoyed this podcast, please share with others. Please subscribe and share. We would love to have you get notifications because I always have amazing people on this podcast. So thank you so
Yes,
much for
you do.
listening. We are signing off.
We'll heal every heart. So join us now. Let's make life suffice. Welcome to Mondays with Coach Rice.